order, honorable members. Honorable members, the President has called this joint sitting of the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces in terms of Section 84(2)(d) of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, with Joint Rule 71A, in order to deliver his State of the Nation address to Parliament. So, honorable members, before I invite the Honorable President to address this joint sitting, I wish to remind all of us of Chapter 2 of the Joint Rules of Parliament, specifically Parts 1 and 2, which deal with order in joint sittings and the rules of debate. In this regard, I wish to highlight the following, honorable members. Rule 13 provides that an assembly or council member, other than the officer presiding at a joint sitting, may not speak at the sitting unless invited to do so by the presiding officer, or without having obtained the permission of the Speaker and the chairperson of the Council of Provinces before the meeting. Rule 14, honorable members, states that if the presiding officer is of the opinion that a member is deliberately contravening a provision of these rules, or that a member is in contempt of or in disregarding the authority of the chair, or that a member's conduct is grossly disorderly, he or she may order the member to withdraw immediately from the chamber for the remainder of the sitting. Rule 14(0) states that no member shall refer to any other member by his or her first name or names only. Rule 14(p) states that no member shall use offensive or unbecoming language. Lastly, a point of order is only allowed if it calls attention to the transgression of a joint rule or an accepted parliamentary practice or privilege. Spurious points of order are out of order. As members are aware, the rules are there to protect the dignity and the decorum of the House and to ensure that business before the Houses of Parliament are conducted in an orderly manner. I now call on the Honorable the President to address the joint sitting.
Speaker of the National Assembly,
Thank you, Honorable President. Honorable Malema, what is the point of order?
You asked Mr. Ramaphosa to sit down first. I'm standing. No, when a point of order is called, Speaker, the Speaker must sit down. You can't have two speakers standing at the same time. Please follow the procedure.
Honorable Malema.
I'm rising on Joint Rules 14(s), and we can't both stand, Speaker.
Honorable Malema, I asked you, you said you have a point of order.
Yes.
And I said, what is the point of order? And I allowed you to go ahead.
But, please, Speaker, in terms of procedure, the President must sit down.
I will order the President
Thank you.
to sit down if I feel it is necessary for him to do so. I will. No, sit down, honorable members.
Honorable Speaker, it's not the rules. That's not how it works. Honorable Speaker, I think we are, as honorable members, violating the joint rules of this House by allowing Mr. Ramaphosa to speak here because he has taken this parliament to court. And by taking this parliament to court, he has passed a motion of no confidence on this parliament. And he can't have his cake and still eat it because until the court has resolved on the dispute between us as parliament and him, he's got no leg to stand before us as a legitimate body to address us. And therefore, I ask that the Speaker should actually declare this meeting closed because he had no right even to convene us to come here. How can he convene the people that he has taken to court? And in that court, Speaker, you are the first respondent. Effectively, he has taken you to court. And that if he wins this case, it means that this body has acted unlawfully against him. We have a matter with him before court, and the right thing to do will be that we should allow the court to make a ruling before we can interface in the manner we're doing. Because the President has declared a motion of no confidence against his own parliament, something that has never happened.
Thank you.
President Mbeki can confirm that since 1994, we have seen this mess with what is before us now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Malema. Honorable Malema, when I opened this session, I said this session is convened in terms of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, read together with Rule 7. And this has been called in order to discuss one item, in fact, not a discussion, for the President to provide us with his program of action of government, and therefore he will be allowed to proceed and deliver the State of the Nation address. This session has not been convened to discuss any other matter other than the one which I have just stipulated. Allow us, Honorable Malema, to allow the President to present his State of the Nation address. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Malema. I also would not want us to have a dialogue, Honorable members. Yes.
With due respect, Honorable Speaker, you cannot say that this event is called only to perform one item only. If that was the case, the joint rules were not going to allow the point of orders. Though the founders of this parliament knew that there might be a necessity, even when we are convened in this manner, for members of parliament to raise issues that are damaging the image of this institution. And I've raised that matter, and I would like you to consider it and not just dismiss it on the basis that we are here to listen to one item only. The rules were not going to provide for point of orders if we are only subjected to listen to one item. And therefore, I think the Speaker is out of order in that regard.
Very much, Honorable Malema. Honorable Malema and honorable members, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, stopping the President from addressing the House. In terms of Section 34, everyone, any one of us here has a right to access the courts of the Republic of South Africa. I now, please, honorable members, invite the President to deliver the state of, it is in our interest for us to listen to the State of the Nation address, honorable members. Mr. President, you may proceed. Mr. President, What is the point of order, honorable member?
Speaker, I'm raising on a point of order as is contained in Rule 14S of the Joint Rules of the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces. We can't bury our heads as Parliament and sit here convened by a person who has disregarded the institutions of the state. We know, as a matter of fact, that there is an issue which the Reserve Bank sought clarity from him on in relation to the money that is in Palapala. He has ignored that recurrently. The revenue collector, the FIC, SAPS, everyone else.
There is a point
I
of
think
order.
that issue must, we can't bury our heads in the sand and listen to a person who is involved in wrongdoing.
Honorable members.
And we can't vote wrong into right as Parliament as you did in the last sitting when we were
Honorable
dealing with the
Shivambu,
Palapala issue.
you are
I
now
would think that is
delivering a speech. This is a speech. Next week, no, Honorable Shivambu, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Honorable member, you know very well that next week you will have 2 days of debate of the State of the Nation address. For now, we are receiving the State of the Nation address from the President. Please, honorable member, now that I have raised a point of order with he has raised a point of order, I've finished ruling with that, honorable members. Shall we now proceed with the State of the Nation address? Zungula? Mr. President, my sincere apologies. I'm told there's a point of order from Mr. Zungula. Honorable Zungula.
Speaker,
Yes.
I want to call a thing that you did, Speaker, is to anticipate what will happen in the House by reading rules of Parliament. And that is in violation of Rule 90 in terms of the rules. The second point of order, Speaker, is that you are disrupting speakers when they are addressing you.
Honorable Zungula.
And Speaker,
Honorable Zungula, please,
you are violating
please take your seat.
Rule 66.
Please
as I'm
take your
addressing
seat,
you.
Honorable Zungula.
You are violating the
Honorable
rule as I'm speaking to
Zungula,
you.
will
Because
you
are
please
interrupting me.
take your seat?
I'm not done, Speaker.
Honorable Zungula,
I'm not done.
take
Speaker,
your seat.
I'm a member of Parliament. I've got a
Honorable
right to
Zungula,
raise a point of order.
I am calling you for the third time.
Speaker,
Honorable
I am
Zungula.
raising a point of order.
Honorable
I'm
Zungula.
raising a point of order.
Honorable Zungula. Honorable Zungula, I have called you out thrice now. And I am now, no, hold on. Honorable Zungula, I read these rules deliberately and I stated that 14G allows that if the presiding officer is of the view, right, or that a member is deliberately contravening a provision, and that's exactly what you have just done. I request you to leave the House. I do. I request you, Honorable Zungula, to leave the House. Honorable Zungula, I request you to leave the House. Sergeant in arms, please. Honorable Zungula must leave the House. Thank you very much. Honorable members, Sergeant in Arms, will you please call in the Parliamentary Protection Services to remove Honorable Zungula? I thank you, honorable members. In fact, honorable members, the reason why I ignored what Honorable Zungula raised, it is because it is not, he quoted a wrong rule. And that's it. This matter is now over. Honorable Zungula is out. Shall we then proceed with the State of the Nation address? Mr. President, you may proceed. You may proceed. Honorable members, may I just point out that the reason why I've removed Honorable Zungula is not about quoting a wrong rule, but that he defied my instruction. It has come to an end now, honorable members. Honorable Zungula defied my instruction. Will you please lower your hands? We are now proceeding with the business of the day. Mr. President, you may proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I'm not going to allow it. Honorable members, hold on. Mr. President, my apologies. Honorable members, I do want to say that I will not entertain spurious points of order. I will not entertain spurious points of order. Now, honorable members, we are not going to waste time on points of order. I am addressing you, honorable mandate. Just keep quiet until I finish, because I will give you the opportunity to speak, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't. Honorable whoever. Honorable Tambo, Honorable Pambo, I'm watching you, Honorable Pambo. I am watching you. I am watching you. Honorable Mente. Honorable Mente. We look at the mics, Honorable ICT. Thank you. Thank you.
Masibulele mama, sibulele kakhulu. Sizawukhumbula ubana ngo-2021 sabizwa ngupresident kule house esibizela izinga le-GBV eliphezulu. Emva koko wacela i-South Africans ubana ngaba zimncedise ukulwa izinga le-GBV and femicide. Kodwa ephalaphala uthathe umfazi.
Mama, honorable member, wait.
Bamhlukumeza amapolisa phansi kwakhe.
Honorable member, wait. On what point are you rising?
On a point of order 14S.
Point of order 14S?
Point of order and 14S of the rules. 14L and 14S of the rules. of joint rules.
Will you please
Yes.
go through that, Honorable Member?
I don't have the book with me.
Honorable
It
Member.
allows me to address you.
Honorable Member, the issue you are raising has nothing to do with what we are doing right now, with the business of the House.
Mama, 14S, when a point of order is raised, the member called to order shall resume his or her seat. Therefore, I'm calling a point of order. Everyone else must listen. And ngenhlonipho mama. Ungangeni emlonyeni. Ngenhlonipho.
Honorable Member,
So, mama,
the point of order you are raising has nothing to do with the violation of the rules which we are working on, of the joint rules.
It has everything to do.
You are now engaging in it. You are engaging in a debate.
Mama, if ubundimamele,
This is a debate.
If ubundimamele, uzayiva le nto ndizayithetha. Awukhange undinike nethuba loba nditsho uba ndifuna uthini.
Honorable Member.
Okay. Now, umongameli endlini yakhe ngexesha lento yephalaphala. Umfazi obephayana kunye
No,
nalamadoda.
Honorable Member.
Uhlukunyeziwe.
You are out of
Phansi
order. You are
kwakhe,
out of
phansi
order.
kwesandla sakhe.
Honorable Member, you are out of order. This has nothing to do with the debate. Next week, if you think that you want to raise issues related to GBV, you will have an opportunity to do so. Right now, we are on item 1, and that item is only one only, and that is the State of the Nation address. Honorable members, please allow me to rule that I will not allow any more points of order unless the point of order, unless I haven't finished, honorable members, unless the point of order is related to the business of the day today, honorable members. Honorable member, we now. Ukhatebe, Honorable Khatebe. I've given you an opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm rising on the fact that you have already made a ruling. You have already made a ruling that you are not going to take any points of order anymore. Number two, Honorable Speaker, number two, we cannot allow people to come and introduce a debate instead of a point of order. I request that the ruling you have made must be respected. Thank you.
I thank you, Honorable Khatebe. You are very correct, Honorable Member. Yes, he is. He is. I ruled that, Honorable Members, that we are now, in fact, I think we are now done. I've given an opportunity to Honorable Members to raise their issues, and none of what you are raising is related to what we're about here today. Honorable Dlamini, please, we want now to proceed. Honorable members, we want to proceed with the business of the House. It is now 20 past, since 20 minutes after, since we started with this. We now proceed, Honorable. Did I recognize him? Honorable Dlamini, yes? On what point are you raising? Are you rising?
I'm rising on Rule 14U.
Which
14U.
14U?
I hope you must speak as a book and saying about
There must be I read it to you.
Yes. So what the paper page I pass up in
Yes.
It is group dinner now,
Yes.
speaker.
Yes.
As well seated here. How much more is the country must allow such incompetence to come and address us? This man who sits here, Mr.
Honorable Member, point of order. Point of order, withdraw that.
1 billion has not given those people.
Withdraw what you have done. This is not, don't say this man, it's an honorable member. It is an honorable member.
Honorable Mr. Ramaphosa.
Number two,
Yes,
Honorable
Yes,
Dlamini,
Yes, Speaker.
Honorable Dlamini,
Yes, Speaker.
shall we please respect one another
No problem.
and maintain the decorum of the House? Honorable
problem.
Dlamini, this is the President of the Republic of South Africa.
Is
That's
this the
number
Ramaphosa?
one. Number two, Honorable Member, I'm
Okay.
talking now.
No problem. Kuluma Speaker Ngalele.
Honorable Dlamini,
Yeah,
will
Mama.
you please now take your seat?
But I'm not Speaker.
Thank you,
sivumelene
Honorable
nasebalini
Dlamini.
nje.
Dlamini, please, Honorable Member, please take your
Ufuna
seat.
isivumelwano sethu.
Uzawuphuma ke ngoku. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, proceed. I see the game which you are playing, honorable members. And I will not allow you to proceed with it. This business of SONA will continue. I will not allow you to, Honorable Mawutwe, I'm addressing you, please stop that. Lower your hand. Thank you very much, honorable members. Please, let us respect one another. Thank you. Honorable the President. There is no point of order now. Is no point. I've given you adequate time and you are not raising issues relevant to what we are discussing here today. What you have been doing is to raise spurious points of order. I'm not allowing it. Proceed, Mr. President. Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I'm not allowing any more points of order. Honorable Malema, I'm not allowing you. Honorable Shivambu, I am not allowing you. Honorable Mawutwe, I am not allowing you. Honorable Njozi, I am not allowing you to speak. Honorable Mkalipi, I will not allow you to speak. Honorable Tambo, I will not allow you to speak. Honorable Pambo, I will not allow you to speak. We now proceed with the debate of the House. Take your seat. Take your seat, Honorable Ndozi. Take your seat. There's no point of order. Take your seat. There is nothing out of order at all right now. There is absolutely nothing out of order right now. We proceed with the business of the House. You may continue, Mr. President. Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Mawutwe, Honorable Member, please lower your hand. Honorable Members, I don't want to find ourselves in a space where we have to enforce the rules. We all understand what the rules are. Honorable Tambo, uzawuphuma tata. Very soon we are going to be out. Uzawuphuma. No, man. We can't be disrespected in this way. South Africans would like to listen to the State of the Nation address. What you are doing, honorable members, is disrespecting not this assembly, but you are disrespecting all South Africans. I will not allow any more points of order. I have ruled and I am not going back on that one. If you do not want honorable members to be part of this session, if you don't want to be part of the session, if you don't want to listen to SONA, please, you may simply walk out and wait for us outside. That's it. I'm done with that, honorable members. I've come to a conclusion that what you all are raising has absolutely nothing to do with what we are about here today. I have honorable members decided that you should refrain, as I have said earlier on, from raising spurious points of order. I have, honorable members, I've allowed you to express yourselves, believing that the points of order you are raising, which are a privilege, by the way, you are unable to say exactly what it is that you want raised. And therefore, we have now closed the part that deals with points of order. I thank you, honorable members. Proceed, Mr. President, and I am sorry for keeping you standing. Proceed, Mr. President.
Thank you. Speaker of the National Assembly, Ms. Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula, Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Mr. Amos Masondo, Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa,
Honorable members,
Mr. David Mabuza.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. Take your seat, Mr. President. Honorable members, seeing that you are determined to ensure that we do not proceed with this sitting, once more I request you, those of you who do not want to be part of these proceedings today, should actually leave the House. If not, honorable members, because what is happening now is that you are actually obstructing and you are interfering as the President is present. I'm not going to allow you to raise a point of order because I have closed the points of order, right? Now, honorable members, I request you for the last time now, please, honorable members, will you please, all those of you who continue to say point of order, and I can point all of you. Now, there will be no point of order, and there will be no one who says point of order as the President now is addressing. I've given you an opportunity, I've given you ample time, and none of you have raised an issue related to what we are about here today. All that you are raising is an issue which has nothing to do with the State of the Nation address. The issue which you are raising is an issue which you will have a right to raise when you are engaging in your debates next week. Honorable members, I've closed it. I've closed it. I've closed it, honorable members. Honorable members, it is over. It can't continue. Thank you. Mr. President, you may continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The Executive Mayor of the City of Cape Town, Mr. Gordon Hill Lewis, our former President, President Thabo Mbeki, former Deputy President, Ms. Baleka Mbete, President of the Pan-African Parliament, the Right Honorable Chief Fortune Charumbira.
Honorable members, I now give a notice and I'm going to call you one by one. And Sergeant in Arms, you will help me to remove or usher out people who do not want to be part of the debate. That is where we are now. Honorable Shivambo, Honorable Malema, Honorable Mente, Honorable Mawutwe, Honorable Dlamini, Honorable Ndlozi. I don't need to be assisted to chair, please. Let me deal with my mess right now. It's mine. Leave me to deal with it. Honorables, the ones I've just called now, you can leave the house. Now. Sergeant and arms, leave the house. All those whose names I've called out must leave the house. There's no point of order. Lower that hand. There's no point of order. And stop screaming at us. Lower that hand. Orupume. What's the name of the person? Honorable members, you are refusing to leave the house. Thank you. I now suspend the proceedings. Security services, you may intervene. Security services of the Republic of South Africa, you now come into the chamber and remove the members. The business is suspended for the next 10 minutes. Honorable members, hold on. Business of the house. Animal out. Resume. Honorable members, the ladies of the PPS, honorable members, the ladies of the PPS, will you please remove the ladies